I used to have a show once a month at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach.
Mm-hmm.
The last Tuesday of every month, I would go and do a show there, and I would work out material. I'd think of all these things that I wanted to talk about, and that was basically my work it out material, work it out show. And I'd have friends on the show, and, it was a good time. It was Tuesday. So I get a call from the manager, Richard, who's still the manager there, and he's like, "Hey, Gabe, is your show booked?" And I go, "Yeah, it is. Why?" He goes, "Well, I had somebody that wanted to see about stopping in and working out some material." I go, "Well, if you want me to make room on the show, I'll make room on the show." He goes, "That's great, Gabe. Listen, they've got a request, though." I go, "What's the request?" "They want to know if they can go on after you." I said, "After me?" I go, that's weird.
It's a weird request.
That's a weird request because on a show, whose ever name is on the ticket or on the marquee or on the flyer, that's who goes last. To go on after that person would be considered like, disrespectful. Like that's the closer. It's their show. So anyone else has to come before that. So I said, "All right, Richard, I'm assuming it's a name because very famous people have performed at the Comedy Magic." And he goes, "Yes." I said, "Okay, who wants to go up?" He goes, "That's the thing. They asked me not to say who it is." I go, "Richard, it's my show, dude. It's me. We've known each other forever." I go, "Just tell me who it is. I'm not going to tell anybody." "Gabe, I gotta respect the wishes. So if you're cool with it, it's going to be a name, but they're going to go on after you." And I go, "Richard, just tell me who it is." He goes, "Gabe, all you have to know is if you ever have a secret, now you know I can keep it." I'm like, "What kind of third grade shit is that?" So I was pissed, but now I'm like curious. So I'm like, "All right, this better be good." So then I go and, everyone goes up first, and then I hit the stage, and then Richard's like, I'll send, I'll take a napkin up to you and let you know when. And sure enough, I'm telling the crowd, because he flashed me, and I go, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to cut my set short. We got a special guest." And the crowd's like, no.
No, Fluffy, don't go.
Yeah, because I was up there maybe 25 minutes.
Fine.
And I already know who's coming up. And I said, "Trust me, when you find out who's coming up here, you're going to forget all about me." And they're like, no. And I go, "Watch this." And I go, "Ladies and gentlemen." And I said, "Please help me welcome to the stage." And then I said it, Robin Williams. And the whole room was like, "Shut up." No one believed me. No one clapped. No one reacted. No one was like, "Oh, my God," because it sounded so like, come on, bro. And so I turn around, because the curtain's right behind. I turn around to kind of like welcome them out. And no one's walking out. No one's coming out. I'm just standing there looking stupid. And then I see Richard, the manager, standing under the exit sign. And I'm like, "Oh, you mother," because we would play practical jokes on each other. And I thought, like, "Oh, this fool just got me." And then he's like, and I'm like, "What?" I didn't realize it, but Robin Williams was standing behind me. I didn't see him because he was standing behind me, and the crowd didn't see him because he was behind me. So as soon as they saw him, they went crazy. I mean, it was so loud. It's like people just saw. It was like a religious experience. People are crying. And then I went behind the curtain, and I just kind of peeked, and I watched him do an hour because he was getting ready for his HBO special. And I was right. As soon as he got out there and the people started going crazy, they were like, "Fuck Fluffy." They didn't care about me at all. And I was like, "Nope, that's Robin."
What year was this?
Ooh, I think it says it on the T-shirt that I'm wearing in the picture. I'm not sure. It might say it on the T-shirt. No? Based on the amount of hair on my head.
I was going to say, you had a lot of hair, bro.
Yeah, because look, yeah, it's all good. That was at least 15 years ago.
Wow.
At least.
Robin Williams, brother.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And he was one of the comics that I studied and I idolized when I was young. It was him, Robin Williams, and Paul Rodriguez.
Paul Rodriguez was big. I agree. He's probably one of the first ones that I've seen that looked like me.
Mm-hmm. He was the first comic that I actually went to go watch here in Long Beach. Excuse me, my sister took me to go see him at the Carpenter Performing Arts Center. Small little theater right there by my old elementary school. But it's at Cal State.
Okay. Yeah, man. Robin Williams is crazy to me. But Imagine it would have been a prank. You would have been like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
No, that would have been a good. It would have been a good prank. And I was very lucky at that club. I got a chance to work with Robin. I got a chance to open up for George Carlin. You know, I've had a couple of really cool opportunities like that. I got to open for George Carlin twice.
And how was that experience?
Oh, it was awesome. He was so nice to talk to, and he definitely was a huge fan, not just of being able to convey a message in such a way where it made you think. He just loved comedy, so he could sit and appreciate all kinds of different comedy, and so I really like that, and that he took the time. You know, it wasn't me trying to go and, can I talk to you? He went out of his way to come and say hi, and just be like Carlin, and I'm just staring at him, and I'm like, I can only imagine what that must have looked like to him. But it was so nice.
I think your comedy is probably some of the most cleanest. I would say. Is it by strategy, or do you think did you choose for it to be that way, or I don't know if I'm explaining myself.
You are. I know.
You know?
I know exactly what you're trying to say. That was a conscious decision. I actually made that choice years ago because I used to be really dirty. I used to just cuss. Every other word was just cussing.
F-bombs everywhere?
F-bombs everywhere.
Genius.
Yeah, I was performing at the. It was at the time it was called Gotham. It was a Mexican restaurant nightclub. It used to be called Prime Cut. Then they called it Wild Coyote. Then they call it Tortillas.
Is that the one in Montebello?
That's the one in Montebello.
Oh shit!
So
20 names?
Yeah, it had 20 names. Every other year the dude had issues with taxes, so he changed the names. But yeah. When I'd go up there for 5 to 10 minutes, and it was a lot of screaming and cussing. One of the comics called me Mexican, Sam Kinison. He goes, dude, you're just screaming the whole time. And then, I stopped the screaming, and then I just kind of, toned that down, but I was still cussing a lot. Okay. And so I get pulled aside by a comic named Joey Medina. Joey Medina's been around forever. He's done movies. He directs movies. He's a comedian. Used to be a boxer. He's a great history, a background, He pulled me aside and he goes, hey, can I talk to you, kid? And I was annoyed that he called me kid, but I was. In hindsight, I was a freaking kid. I was like 20, 21.
Like, who the fuck is calling kid?
Yeah, I'm like I can drink. He said, you're really funny. He said, I'm going to give you some advice, and it's funny considering the fact that Joey cusses a lot in his show. But he said, if you were to clean up your set and stop the cussing, he goes, you're very likable, and you can't teach that. You're just naturally a likable comedian. It hurts you to start to be cussing and being vulgar and talking about topics that, because you do have he said, you have something. You're very, very likable. He goes, that's huge. If you work clean, when you get an opportunity, he goes, and you will, because they're going to see what kind of a comic you are, you don't have to change your set for television. A lot of times comics are dirty and they get an opportunity to be on the Tonight Show and they're like, okay, you just got to take off the F-bomb. You can't say this, can't say this, can't say that. And then it changes the feel of their joke and their confidence. But if you're already used to working clean, you don't have to change anything.
So it's like in essence, you were TV ready.
I was TV ready, yeah. And so the best advice I ever got in comedy was work clean. But again, that worked for me.